there, I'm Gale Galligan, and I'm a graphic novelist. You might know me from my work on the Babysitters Club graphic novel adaptations, books 5 through 8, or my first original graphic novel, Freestyle. When I was your age, I really loved to draw. I loved making up my own original characters, my own original stories, making comics about them, and sharing them with the people in my life. Drawing was a really important way for me to share myself with other people. And as I've gotten older, that is still super duper true. So when I'm making comics for readers like you, I'm always kind of secretly hoping that someone will read them and be like, hey, comics look pretty fun. I kind of want to try that for myself. So I thought it would be really fun to give you a little information about how I make comics. Now, the process is different for everybody. So if you hear something that's like not really clicking with you personally, that's totally fine. Just give it a shot and then try something else. See what really works for you. Let's go. First off, outline. Once I've kind of gotten together some ideas about what I want to do, I will write everything down. I want to make a roadmap for myself, just saying, here's what's going to happen, beginning, middle, and end, so that I don't get lost halfway through drawing the story. Then I write a script. Some people get into drawing right off the bat. I just find that it's easier for me personally to put down words first because that's how my brain works. I'll break it up into pages and panels and add dialogue, kind of like a movie script. And since I'm writing just for myself, I get to have a lot of fun writing little notes to myself like, hey, sorry about all those cars. This happens a lot. Next up, thumbnails. Once I have my script written down, I draw a version of the script. This is where I sketch out my pages really roughly, just giving myself an idea of where people are, what they're doing, and where the balloons and panels will go. During this part, I'm focusing on making sure that everything reads clearly. I want every part of a page to help guide the reader from balloon to balloon and panel to panel. And sometimes as I draw, I'll realize that the script I wrote earlier isn't quite working, and I'll fix stuff as I go. Nothing set in stone. Then pencils. Once I have my thumbnails down, I can start really drawing the book. At this stage, I'm going into more detail. What people are wearing, how they're acting, where I can put the camera, what's in the background. Just all the information I'm going to need for my final line work. And since my memory isn't super great, I want to have everything down so I don't forget. Now I get to move on to inks. Now that I have all that information we laid out earlier, I can focus on drawing really fun lines. I can think about how to show different modes of lighting. I can think about how to show you whether something is close to the page or far away, like maybe if it's really close, the lines are going to be super thick, or I can add fun drama. And then after that, I'm actually done. I've been really lucky on my books to work with amazing colorists, people whose job it is to color graphic novels, like Braden Lamb on the Babysitters Club and Kate Chapp on Freestyle, who really take this to another level. And that's one of my favorite things about working on comics is you can do them alone or you can collaborate with other people in all kinds of amazing ways. Maybe you love drawing characters and acting and you have a friend who loves drawing backgrounds. Maybe you really want to draw a story that somebody else writes. Maybe you know somebody who loves designing fun outfits. You can all work together in all kinds of amazing ways. Now, all of this together might sound really intimidating, but I promise it's so much fun. And if I can give you one piece of advice, try making a short story first. 1 page, 4 pages, 6 pages. You can figure out what works for you and have something cool that you can make copies of to show to all your friends. Mini comics are the absolute best. That's how I got started too. I would love it if you went out and tried making some comics of your own. And I cannot wait to see what you come up with. Thanks and have a great one.